We left, definitely. We left. Yeah, we're back. We just want to give you guys an update on where we've been and what's been going on. And I guess like we'll begin to focus more on the things that we said that we would do, like our engagement series and our individual videos, and also still stuff about courting, because I know that people want advice and stuff about marriage, but we just got here, so you know, we just got here, still learning. Yeah, we need to learn, and we need to make sure we're understanding and grasping all the things. So we'll just be able to look back on where we just came from, which is engagement and courtship. We'll be able to talk about that better than anything else at this point. So if you have any questions or you have any whatever about that, you can always hit us up. Yeah. So where do we start?
Where do we start with catching people up, or? Yeah. Well, catching people up over the summer, what did we do? Well, I was finishing up school, and she was back home with her parents. We were both getting ourselves prepared mentally and spiritually for marriage, both healing from a lot of things, still healing from a lot of things, but just getting ourselves in a position to where we could begin to cleave, begin to become one. Just really been grinding since then. Since graduation, it's been grinding spiritually and physically, grinding, striving for what I know I'm promised. One thing, I've got one promise, but I won't stop at one promise that God gave me. I won't stop at one thing, and so I'm still grinding, man. Never end. Still fighting for the final marriage. Still fighting to be perfect before God, because we'll never be there, but I'm trying to get there.
So, like you said, we were separated during the summer. We would like see each other every now and then, which is kind of why we stopped recording, because we already didn't see each other. We weren't together enough to record. Right. And then we saw each other, we didn't want to like spend our time recording because we want to spend time with each other because we miss each other. So
I miss my baby.
That's why we stopped recording over the summer. And then I guess turning more into July, August is when the wedding was happening. So that's a lot going on. We do have a little bit of footage from our honeymoon and from me like wedding dress shopping and some things. So you'll probably see that soon. And also my bridesmaids proposal boxes. I can put a video about those. But yeah, like it was just wedding stuff, wedding time. And so the wedding went awesome. I think that like people do have to question, like, did we actually fight for the final marriage? Like, did we actually like do it? And yes, we did. You know, we made it to marriage without having sex and without kissing. And praise God, it was all about the grace of God. We had some close calls, but
close calls.
Yeah, so it is possible. It is possible. Like once again, it is possible to, you know, save yourself from marriage, basically, especially after coming from not doing it before, you know, awakening love before it's time, and then God closing it back up until it was time. And so, yeah, that happened, and now we're married. This Saturday, I'm not sure when we'll post the video, but on the 11th of November, it'll be our 3-month anniversary. Yeah, it's like,
I mean, I don't feel like I've been married to you that long, but I also feel like I've been married to you for like forever. But at the same time, I don't feel like it's been that long. You know?
Yeah, I get that.
I love it though, man. I wouldn't change it for nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
ups and
it's
downs,
real.
and
It's real life, man.
You face with yourself a lot of times. You see, like, the biggest thing, I don't know why I'm talking about this, but the biggest thing is like seeing a mirror of yourself.
Yeah.
And like always being presented with like your spouse is always like going to show you like where you're falling short, and not on purpose, but it just happens. Like they're going to like check you, like you slipping right there, like, you tripping, and that's the biggest thing. But it's a love-hate relationship. I hate it, but I love what it does. I love what it produces. But again, I'm not in any place to talk about that right now because I didn't get no real experience here.
But I think that like that's the whole reason why. I think that's the whole reason why we take courtship so seriously, because marriage isn't about being happy. It's not about, you know, being on good terms all the time. It's not about, you know, all the fun stuff like that. It happens. It's a big part of it, but it's not always going to be that way. It's a really, you know, a deeper relationship with God that occurs, and that God, you know, wants to have with us through marriage. And that might sound lame to some people, but it's really ultimately like the reason why we're on this earth. That's what it really is. You know? And so like when the way that we rub up against each other, the way that we bring out certain parts of each other is really, you know, God still trying to heal us, God still trying to make us whole, God still trying to bring us closer to himself, you know. And so it all just kind of works together, like.
I don't know for that truck to go by. Just pause the video. It's just gonna drive by slow too. Right. You could drive fast enough. Yes, please.
Please. Like there's a whole kids land on the other side. Swings over there, right. Over yonder. What else? We moved into our little apartment. We have a little place. It's like a little cozy little place. And God has been providing with us with that, like, you know, paying our rent, like providing for us. And right now Cameron is working 2 jobs, you know, trying to provide. And
it's gonna be 3. Not really. The 3rd one's something fun. It is.
How's it gonna be 3?
Tree farm.
They're all gonna be fun because 2 of them are gonna be in his field that he actually got a degree for, and then one is just like a tree farm that we're both gonna work at for a couple of days. So, but other than that, we're good. You know,
we straight. We living.
Yeah.
We learning. We growing. I think that's the biggest thing. I never wanted to get into marriage and just like stay at the honeymoon stage or stay like at, oh, I'm happy. Like, I always wanted to grow, and in order to grow, man, it takes some pain, it takes some resistance, and you get that resistance and you figure out how to deal with it, you figure out how to get past it. So
yeah,
I think that's where we are right now, is like learning and growing with each other, learning some parts of ourselves that we've been carrying around that doesn't have to be there, really shouldn't have never been there. And learning how the parts of us that need to be there go inside each other, how they coincide, and how they become one. Yeah. And so, like, I'm trying to get on a better schedule. Really just being more adamant and more disciplined with recording and planning for the recording sessions and all of this. So that we can be more consistent and not have you guys waiting or guessing when the next video will be.
Yeah.
Because that just shouldn't be like that. Thank y'all for bearing with us though. Like, y'all are real. Yeah. I would have been jumped ship.
Y'all been like, you know, where these videos at?
All right, I would have been jumped ship. Like, oh, they ain't posting, whatever.
That's what's got.
All right, the next person.
Right.
But yeah, man. So we appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
All y'all.
But you can look forward to lots of activity coming from the channel.
Yes.
Upcoming, because, you know, I guess the beginning stages of settling into marriage and everything is kind of underway, and we're kind of getting settled in. Not really settled.
We're finding a rhythm.
Yeah, we're getting adjusted to our new life. So, like you said, thanks for bearing with us, and stay tuned. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram is Fighting for the Final Marriage.
Yes.
Simply that. We also have a Facebook page, Fighting for the Final Marriage.
Yes.
And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. A lot of you guys watch, but you don't subscribe. And you should just subscribe so you can get updates when we post new stuff.
And like the video.
We can tell you. Yeah, and like it.
If you
and
watch
share
it, just like it.
And share it to your friends. They want to watch it too. Don't hog it to yourself, you know. Tell your mom.
Tell your dad.
Tell your sister and your brother.
Tell your uncle. Tell your auntie.
Tell them.
Tell your niece.
Tell them. Tell yourself.
Tell your daughter. Tell your son.
Okay. But we love you guys. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the place, and the mountains in reply.